Hi folks, a little bit of an update on the truck. It's come along quite nicely. I pulled the bed off and then cut the sides off. Now when cutting the back bed sides off, most of the fiberglass will actually go over the edges, so I haven't got too carried away cutting out all the rivets, all the spot welds, because some of it can be just left on and the fiberglass can go over it, and it does actually make it a little bit stronger, especially up along the top here. It helps to strengthen it up leaving it on, and hopefully it'll fit. It would have fitted on my diesel Raptor as well, but the aluminum rear on the newer F150 was easier to air chisel off the spot welds. Can't be bothered going drilling them all out. It's just easier to hit them with the air chisel. So I've got a bigger compressor now, and if I need to, I'll go over and cut them off. But at the moment, that's what it looks like with the sides cut off ready for the fiberglass. The bed was really dinged up, so I got the rubber mallet and straightened out the wheel arches and the bed quite a lot. Gonna spray it with underbody sealant stuff, like that textured coating. I've got a Schultz gun for it, so that'll make the bed all look nice, and it's going to have a bed cage in it for the dirt bikes anyway. So that's what it looks like when you cut the sides off a bed, getting it ready for the advanced fiberglass panels. Now, the rest of the truck, I sold the front end off it, got $700 for it. So considering the fenders are about $600, I still have to, the headlights have arrived, still waiting on the tail lights. But yeah, sold the front end off it. The front end was in fairly good shape, and a guy had a crashed one and needed all the parts. So it was pretty cool. Got that out of the way. Allows me to clean the truck up pretty good too. Got the pressure washer onto it. It was a farm truck, so there was a lot of mud and just sandy crap under it. It was really pretty crazy. But other than that, it's really quite straight. The frame's straight. These are the wheels, nice wheels. It's got the genuine BFG Baja Champion tyres that were actually off a brand new Raptor. They were pulled off at the dealership, so I managed to get some new takeoffs of the tyres and got these Dirty Life wheels, which are pretty cool because they've got nearly a zero offset, so I think it's plus 15 millimeters or something. So with the Raptor front and rear suspension in there, I'll probably only have to run a very thin, maybe 1.5 inch spacer on the back to get the width to meet up with the fiberglass, and on the front I may not have to run a spacer at all. On the factory beadlock wheels that I have on my diesel Raptor, I needed to run spacers on it to get it out far enough, or else it would have looked a bit weird. So yeah, the other wheels are pretty sweet. Someone's paid $80 for the old ones, so get rid of them. Someone's original OEM wheels were really etched from being out in Ontario, so get rid of those tomorrow and stick these on today. So it's going to be pretty sweet. Probably already seen that I got the front seats in. They're in and mounted, but I've also gone and got the back seats in as well. So got a set of matching back seats that were brand new. They were bought for a project and never ever installed in the vehicle. So managed to nab them for the right price. Made up the steel frame that bolts into all the original mounts, and all the seat belt mounts and everything are on it, which is really nice. And we've got room in the middle here. We're going to put a cooler, or some sort of battery powered cooler in the middle here, subwoofer, and an inverter, power inverter, so we can run power tools and maybe a fridge if we need to. There is an amp here in the truck, but my guess is it's not actually hooked up to anything, so whatever was in the truck is no longer in the truck. May put a roll cage in it, but not sure at the moment. We'll see how it comes along and how much time I've got. Had to replace the fuel tank. The fuel tank had a hole in it. I could smell gas when I got it back here at home. And I found a gas tank on Facebook Marketplace for $150, and it had only been in a truck in 2011 for about a month. And the guy pulled it out to put a bigger tank in, or a different tank in. He put it in a shop and finally turned around and sold it to me the other day. So basically a brand new tank with sender and everything in it, that he had stored since 2011. So that was pretty sweet. So get the wheels bolted up shortly. They're the wheels, and some other goodies arrived. I'm going to make up a front bumper that's like the Addictive Desert Designs bumper that I have on my other truck. You can see it in the other videos, but I got this curved light bar to put into the front. The headers arrived for it, tuned length headers. Apparently they're an absolute bitch to put on, so going to have fun installing those. They say you got to jack the motor up and do all sorts of things, but because I have the front end off the truck and the inner wheel arches, it could be much easier to access the original headers and get these ones in there. Came with new bolts and everything, and they're reasonably inexpensive. Later on down the track, if we do any other sort of performance work to the truck, it'll be good to have these on. Just makes a little bit of a difference there and helps the old motor to breathe. We got the headlights. These headlights have a halo that lights up around here, which is going to look pretty cool. And as you can see here, these are for the 2015 through to 2017 trucks. So this part is narrower than the 2019s, which this area here is wider. And then on the new trucks, like the 2021s, the light is straight all the way down there, and it's a little bit straighter down this side too. But I didn't want to screw around with trying to make it a 2021. It'll be all right looking like the 2017 truck. So for now, that's where I'm at. Got some goodies to install. Going to put the wheels on. Waiting on the fiberglass. I knew it was going to take a while. It's probably going to be another 2 weeks before it shows up. And when it does, we'll get into it and take some videos and show you how it all fits up. Put a bit of wood across the engine here and got down inside there and pressure washed it. Found that there could be a little bit of a coolant leak, so I've got to keep an eye on that. That's right down by the oil filter, so I want to get those sorts of things addressed before we get too carried away. But for now, we'll get another video up soon. Thanks.